in Grayson Overman for Ohio State. So that was a big solo for Davis Holt.
Another good serve off the tape. Nice job of getting that ball up by Henchy. Floats it over, almost putting it down as Hawaii. Back to Henchy, cross court, dug up by Timmer. And Sador just kind of rolls it over. Back set, Lutz off the block, saved by Olsen. And Hawaii forced to just knock it over the net. Free ball for the Buckeyes. Henchy, and that's going to be long. And Hawaii puts together 3 points in a row out of the timeout. And now it's Pete Hansen who says, give me a TO. Hawaii back within 3. Hawaii putting on a nice little rally. Charlie Wade called a timeout with his team down 6. They are back within 3. Johan Timmer. Back to serve it up once again. Another good serve. And this time, Henchy goes cross court, manages to find the Terraflex, puts it down. And he continues to rack up the numbers. 15 kills for him.
You can see when the coaches voted him of all the Ohio State players to be their preseason All-MIVA representative.
Lutz back to serve it up. 17 serving 13. Quick set, Holt, and that time he goes into the net. Probably needed that ball a few inches higher, and Hawaii now back down by 5 after pulling within 3.
The first really bad misconnection in the middle tonight for Wexon. As you said, it's low, tight.
And Lutz, that one is in. Olsen lets it go, thinking it would be long. Instead, service ace. And now the Buckeyes on the verge of getting to that 20 plateau. We'll take a timeout. 19-13 our score here in set number 4. Back in the house, talking a little bit earlier about Jared Loaf. Watching on as Hawaii trying to get back into this set. That ball goes a mile high, trying to hop over the front row seats over there was Brennan Anderson, and at some point realizes it's probably not worth risking body
Life
and limb.
limb.
Right, yeah. Well, for the first time tonight, you hear the crowd from the hometown as Joby Ramos, the junior out of Honolulu, transfer back here out of the University of Pacific, but local boy back here and happy to be playing in front of the hometown. 2010 graduate of Roosevelt High School. That was blocked by Hawaii. And Buckeyes managed to keep it alive. Miss set. And somewhere between Holt and Sador, that ball just kind of fell aimlessly. And that's going to be a point for the Buckeyes. It's now 2014.
Charlie Wade getting 12 players into the match so far tonight. Obviously giving Ramos a chance to be setting in place of Wexon. Sador is getting to play for Asiki.
Off the net. Sador with a good swing, dug up nicely back there by Henchy, and for once, the tables are turned. Lutz gets roofed. And Holt coming up with a big play defensively.
I'm surprised there wasn't a back row attack call there. Lutz is right in front of us. He stepped on that line and there was no call.
So once again, back to serve. Sador. Good serve, dug up by Henchy. On the far side, another block by Hawaii, but out.
Levitan starting to come alive again. Hasn't gotten many sets lately. Henchy's been carrying a major part of the load, as has Lutz. But Levitan coming up with his 9th kill, hitting .304. Probably happy to be getting a lot of playing time at Ohio State because he didn't get all much at UCLA.
Mike Stefani, the junior out of Hamburg, New York. Serving it out of the back row. Sador comes flying in, actually put a good swing on it, but right into the top of the net. Bounces back on the Hawaii side. point Buckeyes, and it's 22-15.
Not a good connection there, but I like the fact that Hawaii finally went to a back row attack there out of the middle of the court as opposed to setting the D ball on the right side of the court.
And that ball just out. A couple times tonight, Jace Olsen has elected not to go for the return and found that real estate just inside the line for the service ace, but this one floats long. Point Hawaii. And it's 16 serving 22. Davis Holt floats it over. And off the block and putting it down is Levitan. The Buckeyes now just 2 points away from forcing a fifth and decisive set. Marks cross court, dug up by Hyman. Lutz. And Lutz manages to squirt it off the hands of Marks. Again, the triple block, and Lutz gets it in there. And it's set point.
Boy, Lutz and Henschke have been a 1-2 punch, both guys with 15 kills apiece. Peter Hansen decided to play some more players as well here.
Heinen gets the serve in. West blocked by Tholen. Ball dug up by Heinen. And then out of the back row, Henschke, but just long. And so another point. And another chance for Hawaii to just try to string something up here, though the odds obviously quite long. 17 serving 24. And Marks back to serve it up for Hawaii. Marks serving very well tonight. Another good serve. And at the net, and Lutz is going to win that bottle. Lutz, who goes 6-6, is looking down at the other side. It's on Joby Ramos at 6-0. So we're going to a fifth set, both matches in this opening night of the Outrigger Hotels Invitational, going the distance. Stick around, everybody. Much more to come. You're watching UH Men's Volleyball on OC Sports. Now, if Hawaii's going to pull out its first victory of this 2013 season, Chris, they're going to have to go the distance to do it. We're going to a fifth set. That's what UCLA had to do to beat Penn State in the first match. And Ohio State led behind Lutz. The block has been formidable.
Yeah, they really had a run there in set number 4 where they just were unstoppable. One block after another. They've got 9 blocks. It was enough to put Siki out of the game. Brett Sador in. They've got 9 blocks, but Hawaii made a little bit mini run at the end of set there to get 8.5 blocks of their own. So pretty even, these two teams at the net. Now it's a matter of who's going to be the survivor here in set number 5. Ohio State won the toss. They elected to receive, which most teams do, since there's a 70% chance you're going to score a point if you receive, only a 30% chance you're going to score if you are the serving team. So Ohio State going with the odds, and they're hoping to get the first point here in set number 5. Set to only 15 points. This isn't going to last long, probably 10 to 13 minutes, and people can go to sleep.
Yeah, fact of the matter is, you're right. Fact
Stay
of the
awake,
matter
folks.
is,
It'll be worth it.
Hawaii has played well tonight, and it would be a great match to hold on and claim victory in. And conversely, if you let this one get away, it's going to be a very difficult loss, and one that they're going to look back and say, we coulda, shoulda, maybe, woulda.
Hawaii going back to their original lineup. Siki Zarkovic back into the lineup. JP Marks, another, as you said earlier, probably the most effective server of the night. Start things off. Nick West up front with Wexon and Jace Olsen. Pretty big starting lineup up front. Good chance for Hawaii maybe to score a block. They'll be going up against Andrew Lutz, who's front left for Ohio State. That'll be a good matchup to watch here in this final set.
So first to 15, and another good serve by JP. First swing, Off the block, powerful swing by Chen Levitan. And point for the Buckeyes of Ohio State.
Levitan's becoming a nice third option on the outside for Ohio State. Picks up his 11th kill. He's hitting 360 on the night.
Young man out of Israel has played some international volleyball. Off the block, Marks unable to put it down. Back the other way. And a ball that just slow motion falls down. Henshey gets yet another kill, and Henshey now with 16 to go along with 16 kills by Andrew Lutz.
And he's found about 16 different ways to get a kill. He's got that off-speed stuff, the wipe off, the end blocker shot. He hits over the block. He finds the seam. Pretty versatile player.
Look at Scott Robbs over the shoulder of the server there. He'll be joining the post-game show along with Tony Costello and
Nick Costello
and Tony Ching right into the table in front of us. And you heard the collision. That was Peter Heinen, and then the knockdown by Nick West. Warriors. Well, the hard hit sponsored by Hardware Hawaii. And here comes the hard hit. It's coming right at us. Kind of rattled our table. And here's the other hit, another hard one, provided by West. And powering it through the block, Peter Heinen. And it's 3-1 Buckeyes. Check that was Levitan, number 14, Chen Levitan. Folan with the serve, quick set. West over the middle, blocked nicely back there by Overman. And Hawaii with another chance. They're going to go cross court and putting it down. The big time hammer. Siki Sarkovic.
Well, that was a really quality swing by Zarkovic. Nice cross-court attack. He saw the hole in the block. He's all rejuvenized after getting pulled there at the end of game 4.
And you see his name reads Sinisa, but he prefers Siki. That's what his mates call him. And again, Lutz flying high and putting it down for the kill. Buckeyes now out to a 4-2 advantage.
Hey, come on, one more right now, Bucks, one more.
He really gets up. Hawaii does not get their block well formed at all that. I don't think they thought it was going to go to Lutz.
Lutz back to serve it up for the Buckeyes. Again, to the middle, Holt dug up by Anderson. And that ball off of the hands of Jace Olsen and out. And another point, and Hawaii now trails 5-2 here in the 5th set.
Time for an early timeout. Charlie Wade's got to use them before Ohio State gets too far ahead.
Lutz again with the serve. Little joust at the net, and then dropping it over is Peter Heinen. And now it's 6-2. Certainly by far, and Charlie Wade does call the timeout. It's not dominance, it's just those funny little balls that just seem to be falling the Buckeyes' way. Back at the stand, Sheriff, Hawaii won sets 1 and 3. The Buckeyes won 2 and 4. So Hawaii's done well on the odd number sets, but so far in this odd numbered 5th set, Hawaii finds itself down by 4. Lutz to serve. Cheap with the pass, they're going to set up. Sarkovic blocks it, just out point.
Ohio State was all over that set. Luckily, Zarkovic has got a live arm. He got a lot of heat on that ball, enough to bounce it off that block out of bounds.
Wexung back to serve it away for Hawaii. They're going to get it. So Lutz didn't get a good swing on it, but it was off the pass of Wexung, and he steered it right out.
Wexung's absolutely got to dig that ball. That ball was an off-speed, easy play.